Welcome to episode 42 of No Man's Land with me, Farm Sim Snowy. Welcome back to No Man's Land, everybody. So, since the last episode, I've been a little bit busy. I've done a few things. What have I done? I haven't done any work on the fields, but it looks like the wheat has just started poking through, so that's going to need fertilising. As you can see in the distance, part of our oat field is ready to harvest after the mishap with the worker. So obviously this section's slightly behind, but it's on its last growth stage by the look of the colour. This field, like I say, is going to need its second stage of fertilising. And from there, let's show you in landscaping what has happened. So first of all, over here, I cleared the rest of the logs, picked them up. As you can see, they're loaded up onto the truck, ready to be sold. Got rid of all the stumps, so this now opens up this area. So that's ready to be extended, but we will mow all the grass, including our grass field here. Obviously all these trees are gone, again ready to link up. That looks quite cool actually, the different shades of colouring. And I started clearing these trees, so I roughly started around here. There's a couple of little odd trees here, just small ones. But I've started going through there, but as you can see there's absolutely loads of trees. If I can get my camera angles right. So yeah, we'll be clearing all these. I'm still in two minds whether I said earlier we would come across straight there. I don't know if it's worth going all the way out there. Probably not to start with. I think we'll keep it straight. Then we'll come all the way up like I've said. Might leave those two in, but possibly get rid of these four. So there's going to be definitely a few casualties. And the wood chips I've got in storage so far, we've got 162,669 litres, which is pretty good. And the wood chip price is $2.97, which I know is low. But what I was thinking, I got recommended another sell point for wood chips, so we'll probably will add in that at some point, and then they can compete with each other. But first of all, what do we want to do? Right, what I want to do is get a worker going mowing that grass. So we will drop the wood chipper there, because once we've sold the logs, I was going to get the truck, because we've got the front lifter on the front. That's why it's called a front lifter. We can attach that up and we can put our big trailer on the back, so that is going to hold a lot more wood chips, because we're going to get quite a few off of those trees, I would imagine. And then that can just be a gradual, do a bit of chipping here and there as and when we feel like it. I got rid of one of the seed big bags and the rest of the liquid fertilizer in our Great Plains seeder planter before I put it away, so that's tidied that up a little bit. And obviously the field we limed last episode hasn't got a crop in, and neither has the field just in the distance there. So again, that is something that we can maybe do this episode. I think it would benefit us to have the fields growing at slightly different stages to each other, because then we're not just trying to harvest all the time in one hit, and etc. It keeps us busy as well. So once we've got quite a bit of grass, we're going to tip it obviously into our bunker silo, build that up again, turn it into silage, because that's where we've earned our money really. I do need to invest in some weights or whatnot to help with the compacting There was a decent looking one that come on Mod Hub the other day, so I might give that a try. I've downloaded it, but it looks pretty cool. But we will get a worker because they seem to manage okay in this grass field. Now I've said that, I've probably put the dreaded curse on it again. Any bits that they do miss, we can come back round and have a go ourselves. Let's just check we've got swath on. That's the rear one, isn't it? Swath dropping, excellent. So we'll start these up. Come back just a touch and start that one up. Drop that one down. Rear one, drop. Now they're probably going to miss this tiny bit to the side, which they always do, but we'll get them going. There you go, they've straightened up, so now I'm going to get run over probably. They probably missed a bit. Yeah, tidy all that up later. Right, I need to I need to go and grab our truck. And we're going to get those logs sold off. Return the trailer there, and then we'll get sort of started just chipping away at a few logs like so. Put tension straps on. Not sure how much we'll get from this. Obviously it's not stacked out as the last trailer load. I think we've got about 80 odd thousand I think off of that, but I'm quite excited about the field extensions. Obviously we'll have to wait for this one to our right to be harvested before we can extend that field. So we'll skip through here. Then obviously the more money we make, the more plots we can start buying and transforming a bit more of the map. That is the plan, that is our aim, our goal. Oh god, I can't turn. I've obviously got... Why is that so bad? I've obviously got the logs, all that massive great trailer, and I still managed to get them too close to the back of the cab. Right, excellent. Let's get round there. Well, I hope I can turn left okay, because we're going to be stuffed otherwise. Yeah, left's not a problem, that's good. I thought, well, there's not many logs there, I'll space them out a bit better, but obviously I haven't done a very good job of that. Right, what we're thinking then, guys, how much? I'm going to say about 40,000. That's probably a bit too ambitious, actually. 36, not too far away. Right, I'm going to go and return this trailer to the shop. And I will see you back up at those trees and we'll start chipping away. Right, so we're back up here. I'll do the pipe out. Like I say, I won't do all these trees, it'll just be a few here and there because you've seen enough of this chipping. But it's all part of the clearing process. There we are. Why is that not lowering? There we go. So there we go, we've already got 2,000 just off of that little strip. Shame a worker can't be trusted with this. Can you imagine that? Let's get some lights going because it's getting a little bit dark in there. It's weird how sometimes it gets rid of the stumps, but then other times it doesn't. It's like now. So like I said, you just need to go to one side to get rid of those stumps if they stay there like that. That one's okay. And that one, oh, we're on a roll here. Right, we are there, we're full capacity. We'll lift that up, turn that off. Because although the trailer's 120,000, like I've said before, that wood chipper has got a 20,000 litre capacity itself. So as soon as we start tipping, that will spray that 20,000 litres back into our trailer. Got some weight on there, I'll tell you. But we will tip this off. Oh, also, I did clean, did I say I cleaned the animals up, the pigs and the chickens, and I've got a full trailer load of wool over there and a full trailer load of eggs, which I put in the shade because we didn't want any fried eggs, so they stay out in the sun. So wood chips, this trailer doesn't actually tip, it just pushes it out, which is pretty smart. And there you go, that's spurted out the last 20,000 litres from the actual chipper itself. And look how many wood chips we've got, guys. Yes, we know the price isn't great, but we're gonna end up with quite a lot of them, so that is quite exciting. Right, what do we need to do? And I'll tell you what, I know it's a bit overkill, but we'll take the old class out and we'll use that for fertilising. Will we get away? Actually, let's grab the Fent. I'm a bit worried about the tyres again on there, so we'll grab the Fent and go narrow tyres. It would. Oh, Helper G has completed their task. I don't think they have. I think they've just stopped there, haven't they? Oh man. Right. Workers give me nothing but grief. Let's go and sort them out. Just when I praise them up, they then go and let me down. That is not finished at all, is it? Normally, I've had him, or them, should I say, do that whole field without any interruptions, and I've been well impressed that they've managed to do that whole field because it is an awkward shape. So they've missed a tiny bit there as well. Look, we'll get them going again. Hopefully they'll cope. I'll just get that bit done there, like so. and we'll send them off again. Like so. Off you go. Excuse me. Right, back to what we wanted to do. I bet they just get to the end of that row and then give up again. So obviously the horses are still okay for today because it is still the same in-game day as last episode. They don't need riding yet. But we're going to change the narrows and we will get going on the fertilising. What I would like to do as well is actually start compacting that chaff in the bunker, because at least if we start it, it's not going to be as bad trying to compact, you know, a whole load once we get all that grass back in there. Now hopefully this won't detect that spreader. Should have done this the other way around. Yeah, that's cool. We'll give that a little repair while we're here. We'll have narrow tyres, please. Thank you very much. I personally think we probably would have been okay, but I just like to be safe. So let's go and do that field. We'll do that ourselves. Hopefully the oats will be ready to harvest soon. Probably won't be this episode, but it will be soon. It's just a shame we had that mishap, because that would have been ready now, but it is what it is. We shouldn't keep dwelling on it, or I shouldn't. Oh, great demand at vehicle shop grains. What we're looking at, probably something nothing to do with us. Yeah, sugar beet. Rubbish. There's never anything we want to sell. Right, off we go. It shouldn't take us too long. Be a different story when we extend this field. It's going to be absolutely huge. We're going to have 2 huge fields. Well, 3 if you count the square one over the other side, far side, where we've got soybeans in. Can't wait to see how many soybeans we got off that field. That should be quite a lot of money. Well, saying that, do we feed it to the pigs? It just seems such a waste of money to keep feeding them. They're worse than children. They just eat everything. I think as soon as you start getting animals in this game, that's it. They kind of take over. It's fair enough if you've not got too many, but as soon as you start getting a decent amount, which to be fair on some of the animals, that is what you want really. The more the merrier for you to get like a decent amount of milk or eggs, etc. like that. But some of the animals just do actually become a proper full-time job, and it's just like, you know, we haven't really sold many of our crops for a while, have we? It's just been tipped straight into the pigs, and I think that is just going to be the case for a while, because they're obviously producing more, which means they're going to eat more. I've not even checked on them. We'll just do this little section and we'll have a look at the pigs. We'll check all the animals out actually. Not sure what happened to the spreader there. It normally works. Ah, that must be, what's up with that then? That must already have been sprayed, possibly when we did that. I think, yeah, I seem to remember accidentally spraying that, maybe, I can't remember. Right, I know about the chickens, the sheep are fine, the pigs. We've got 125 pigs. Look, they're in the orange on quite a few things. So they're going to need water, straw, corn. We've got some corn in our silo. Wheat we've got growing in this field, and obviously soybeans in the other field as well. So yeah, I'm wondering if we should put, let's go on there, potatoes or sugar beet back in this field there, just to keep the pigs happy. That is a possibility, because it's a smaller field and it's quite manageable. It's quite, you know, well, it's rectangular, so the workers can cope with it. I think we might do that. So let's get this field finished like that. That is perfect. Is our worker still going? Yes, they are. Brilliant. So I don't know why they stopped. They don't normally stop there. So what we will do then now is we'll put this away. And I think I will go down to the shop and we'll get those rollers for the silage. We'll check them out. I'm going to take the Xerion. That is a Xerion, I think, isn't it? I don't even know what we own now. So we'll back that up there, drop it off. The Fendt can just stay at the front there. That is fine. I'll tell you what I am going to do is we're going to whiz down the shop. I'm going to sell that stump grinder because we haven't got any more use for that, I don't think, and it's going to free up a little bit of space in this shed. Because we've got use of that wood chipper now, that gets rid of the stumps. That's good enough for us. Right, head on down to the shop and I will see you down there, and I'll show you these rollers for the chaff. Right, let's sell this. I shouldn't think we're going to get very much at all for it. I can't even remember how much we paid for it. But we will get rid. So repair 4,000, that's not too bad. I'm pretty sure it's about 5,000 to buy new, isn't it? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, that's not bad. We've only lost 1,000 and we've owned that for quite a while as well. I guess it's because we haven't used it a lot. Right, levelers. So I do like, this is the standard in-game one at the minute. I like these ones where you can add weights to, but there's this one here. So I'm not sure which one's going to be best for us. Unless we get one of these on the front and one of these on the rear, or vice versa. Let's have a quick look at these. So we can change the main colour. I think we'll change it to class, because that tractor, where it's the biggest tractor, is going to be... What does that do? I'm guessing that changes the roller colour, isn't it? No. So what does design colour do? I have no idea. Let's turn it to something a bit more obvious, orange. that's the weights. Oh, that's quite cool. Right, we want maximum weights on there. We'll change that back to class. Should we go white? Yeah. And then if we have a red roller, oh, look at that. We've got a full-on class colours there. Mount directions. So I think that will probably go. I tell you what, let's just buy a front and a rear design. Oh, that turns that to that. Right, so that is the front one. We're gonna, yeah, we will buy it. Let's buy it. Let's not lease. It's not very expensive. So a front one, and now we need, I'll tell you what we need to do actually. No, I've changed my mind. I know, I'm a nightmare. We're going to have one of these, and this can go on the rear. So we'll buy one of them. Surely that's, where are we? I lost me bearings. Surely that's going to help us with this compacting, isn't it? Right, so this one's for the front. Does it actually matter? Let's just test. I'm intrigued. No. So what's that about then? No idea. Anyway, let's get this connected up to the rear. That's the wrong way round. Well, we'll do this one front first then. And then we'll do this one rear. Thank you very much. Hopefully that should be a decent setup, I would imagine. We'll soon find out. I'll head back up to the farm and we'll give it a little test out, shall we? So here we are with this setup. So let's get unfolded. We'll see how good it actually is. So let's go to the front one. Turn that help menu on so you can see how good it is actually working. Already at 6%, which is handy. So let's lower the rear one as well. 7, 8. It's going up pretty quick. It's not too bad, is it? At 12 already, we've got quite a bit of a bump there. Probably should have put the twin wheels on there. We'll probably do that next time, but I just wanted to see what this is gonna work like. Zoom out a little bit. So it's not too bad, we're at 20% already. So I will get this done. It shouldn't take too long, hopefully, by the look of it. And I'll bring you back in when we're done. I think what we're going to do next, because our helper has finished. Where are they? There. Hopefully they've done a good job. I'm going to carry on mowing this top half of that field, and then obviously we're going to have to collect all the grass and tip it in here again, and then it will all be starting to get ready for the field extension. So I'll see you very shortly. We're back over this side now. That's all fully compacted, 100% over there. Not a bad little setup. As you can see, the worker has done a pretty good job of this field. Obviously didn't go there because that's not actually part of the grass field, but that's pretty good. I'm impressed with that. I'm going to mow all this just to take advantage of this grass. I know we'll not get as much because it's not been fertilised, etc., but we might as well do it because it's there and it's free grass. Tip that into our silo. Not going to worry about this side at all until this has all been cleared over here. So we'll get cracking on with the engine. Was already running. Turned it off. We'll get cracking with this mowing. Again, I won't sit you through all of this because I don't want you to get bored. But this is where I find it difficult because I'm thinking to myself, well, would they really want to sit through all of this? It's like the wood chipping. At the time of recording, I'm still unsure whether to show you the whole recording length of it, or whether I'm going to turn that into a time lapse. But what I normally do is finish recording what I want to record for the episode, and then if I feel like it's too long, I'll either cut and edit bits out, or I'll put some of it into a time lapse. So when you watch it, you'll either see it as a time lapse or real time, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're going to get quite a decent amount of grass just from this area. It's going to take quite a while to pick it all up as well. Be interesting to see how much we end up in our bunker silo as well. I think we've got something like 300,000 litres at the minute. I may even compact that and then cover it. I might not bother waiting for that area over there, because whereas before I was trying to get as much chaff silage in there as I could, I don't think I'm that worried too much about it at the minute. It's just going to be sort of an as and when tipping in there just to build it up. So yeah, but I will get all this done, and I'll probably bring you back in when we've got the truck over here to start picking it up. But again, that's going to take me a while, so I'll probably just show you a little bit of me picking it up, and then yeah, should be ready for field extension time. Right, we are ready to pick up. So like I say, I'll probably just do a little bit with you guys, and then we'll cut to me when I've finished. I'll show you when I'm tipping the last load into the bunker silo, so you can see how much we actually did get. What I'll probably do actually is let's get a full trailer and we'll tip this into the bunker silo, see how much we've got on there now before we tip this, and then we can see how much we've got at the end. So once we get onto the bit of the straight, I try to join up with what the lines that the worker did. As you can see, some of them are a little bit wobbly, but should be okay. So yeah, we're going to get quite a decent amount for this field, I reckon, or this area, because technically the bit we've just done isn't a field yet. Hopefully won't miss any bits. If there is any odd little bits here and there towards the end, I'll tidy them up. It seems to work pretty good around 16 miles per hour, which obviously doesn't sound very fast. If you go too fast, it starts bumping and missing areas. Right, so we're going to tip this in. For some reason, I don't know why, we haven't got a full trailer load. It seemed to have just stopped at that amount, but we're 96% full, so it's better than nothing. So we'll get that tipped in. Oh, I forgot to show you, didn't I? Sorry guys. So we had, I think we had about 300 and now we've got a massive pile. I'll have to sort that out. We had about 380 something thousand, I think. So yeah. But anyway, I will carry on picking this up. Hopefully we won't have any more troubles with this. Look at that pile. I might have to flatten that out in a minute actually, just so I can drive on top of it. I'll carry on with this. Hopefully we won't have any more troubles with the trailer. It will give us full loads, we'll see though. And I'll see you when I've pretty much done it all. That is all the grass picked up. We're sort of losing a little bit of light as well. As you can see, I did compact that with the Xerion. I'm not that convinced with the roller one. We'll see how we get on with it further down the line. If there's any that might have just gone out the boundary there where I've driven up, but if there's any bits like that, I'll tidy them up at the end. But I'd like to get this covered this episode, so it's going to need compacting. It's already had 100%, but obviously we're just creating a massive pile in the middle now, which we can't do much about, I'm afraid. Is that finished unloading? Why is that doing that? That is enough. There's no grass left in there. So we'll put that down there. I've got to have a massive tidy up of the yard. As you can see, machines are all dirty, probably in need of repair. What are we looking at in terms of literage? Ooh, so we're just shy of 1 million litres. So to be fair, only needs 8%. Let's just see if we can give that a little bit of a run over with this bad boy. Yeah, the one on the front, I think it's okay, but I think where it's just not very wide, it's not quite as good as the one on the front. So we'll lower that. That's probably going to lift us up and ruin us. Unfold that. Lower that down. I did actually get this stuck for us about a minute or so in that huge pile that we created when I was trying to show you the capacity. So it just goes to show how much we've got in here, or rather how big that lump was. That's more like it. It's a shame we didn't quite get to 1 million, because that would have been quite smart to have that amount in here. I know we could probably, let's do a little bit more just to top it off, but I'm not going to bother. We smashed our record. I'm not going to try and beat it again, because I just don't think it's worth our time. We'll just be doing bits of silage like this here and there, because I think that's going to be the best way for us. So we're almost compacted, even though it doesn't look very neat, but we're not worried about that. Hopefully that little bit at the front there's it's still within our boundary of the bunker silo. Right, lift that, unfold. This corner looks the best route out, so we don't spill anything anymore. Like so. We're going to need the Xerion in a second. So 100%. Let's blanket that. Everything seems to be covered this end. Yes, that was inside. Brilliant. So we have no spillages. Very happy with that. Right, now the fun starts, even though it's towards the end of the episode. So, again, I'm just going to drop these things down here. I'm not interested in tidying up yet because I want to get this field extended. So we're going to need the plough. The only other thing I thought of when I was mowing the rest of that grass is where this plough is quite big, it's not going to be as delicate operation as if we had the small subsoiler. I was debating whether to buy another one and just do the outline with the subsoiler and fill in the gaps with this, but I think we will just go for it with this. If I just take my time to get the outline, we should be okay. As you can see, the oats are still not ready, but I wasn't expecting them to be this episode. So we'll try and join up this section first. So this is where the first set of trees were. Probably going to turn the lights on so we can just see a little bit better. And I've just realised I've still got the wide tyres on. Twins rather. Allow create fields. This is it, we're committing ourselves now. Probably drop that down there and just try and stay away from the edge. I'm just gonna have to go very, very slowly because, like I say, it will not be as delicate with this thing swinging around. A tiny little bit of grass there we missed. That to me looks pretty good. And then we will just fill in this area. I don't know what the turning circle is going to be like on this. We have got it on all steering, so all wheel steering I should say. And then I'll get the outline done of that top edge of that field. So as you can see, we're just overlapping into the grass field, which is what I want, because we just want to make sure we've overlapped enough. And then we're just filling this tiny little piece here. And then it will move on to the bigger section. Yeah, I'm quite excited about this field as well. So we're really starting to expand now with huge fields. And once that wheat field and the trees are all done and dusted over there, that one will be getting extended as well. So that'll be another massive field on our books. So that looks pretty good. Not quite as neat there as what I'd hoped, but that'll be fine. This is going to be the more awkward challenge, trying to navigate our way around here. So I'm probably going to start about there. I just don't want to go too close to the edge, leaving just enough sort of boundary. Tell you what we probably could have done is made the grass a little bit more tidy around that edge. But it doesn't matter. We're done now. I'd rather try and get rid of those red flowers if we can. Alright, that's... see what I mean? It's not quite as accurate. With the smaller subsoiler you can sort of touch up areas here and there, but It's not going too bad. As long as we keep that same sort of distance gap between the track and our field, I'll be happy. A little bit of a S-bend there in the road. Then it'll just be coming down to meet up with the existing grass field in this corner, and that should be the most awkward bit done. We are quite close to the edge over here though, so I'm going to have to start drifting over a little bit. Hopefully about there should meet up. Something like that. There we go. I'm happy with that. Let's have a quick look at that. So that area's all done. A little bit shabby there, but it's not bad. We'll see what it's like when it's got a crop in it. But that looks pretty good to me. Again, maybe could have come just a tad wider there, but that's fine. Look at the size of that field, what that's going to be now. I mean, it was already a big field. Like I said in a previous episode, it's kind of a bit wasted being just a grass field, but there we go. Right, I will fill this all in and I'll see you towards the end of it. And I think we'll wrap the episode up there. Just this little patch left to do, and that is that field done. Very, very happy with the outcome. Looks absolutely huge. Did come across one tiny little tree stump. I think you can just see it over there, right pretty much in front of us. Well, that was it, so that's not bad out of all the amount of trees we took down. See if we can do all this in one pass, hopefully. Might just get a bit too wide down the bottom. Can we do it? Come on. Of course we can. Fold that up. Look at that. Absolutely huge. Fantastic. So again, it's going to be a bit of a headache of what we're going to grow in it first. So if we go into here, you can now see we've taken up that whole area, which is what I wanted to do. We do still have those trees that are just down in this group there, but I'm not going to touch them. We've got to leave some trees in. Going too mad with the trees, but we will carry on getting rid of a few of them if they sort of are in our way and restricting us. But I think that is it. I think we'll leave it there for this episode. Been a very productive one again. Hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.